Hello and welcome to our next Dragon Plus live stream where we discuss more of the content heading into each issue of Dragon Plus, our free online magazine on Android, iOS, and as always on dragonmag.com. Talk about the design, the development, and the running of the content in said magazine. And of course, because we are a visual live stream, take a look at some of the visual approaches to the game. For the past 3 months now, we've taken a visual approach into the realm of Doodles.
Yes.
And we're back. This was, as always, the brainchild of Stan, seated to my right. So we are pleased to return for Dungeons & Doodles number 4. Our guest artists this week. Why don't we go around the table, do a quick round of introductions, and then we'll jump right into it.
Hey, I'm Stan. You can see I got an exclamation point. And I did a comic for this issue of Dragon Plus.
Yes.
Very excited about that. That was a lot of fun. I haven't done a D&D, official D&D comic in quite a while.
Now it's official.
It is. Can't wait to do it again.
And Zoe is our extra special guest this week, who does not work within the halls of Wizards of the Coast, but is joining us from travels abroad.
Yes. I'm Zoe. I'm a freelance illustrator with a focus on children's books and visual development. I have done numerous golden books. I'm known for the My Little Pony golden books that have just been coming out, and I have a new author-illustrator book coming out next year called Georgia, and then I have, oh my goodness, I am the illustrator for the upcoming book with Little Brown called Summer Color, which is going to be really cute. It comes out in a couple weeks.
Super cool. And folks can follow you at, I'm going to, oh man.
If you want me to say it, I totally can.
No, I can get this right. Zobo Bafuzi Arts.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
that was really good.
But it's up on the screen in case.
There you go.
Like you spell it just like it sounds. Zobo Bafuzi. I mean, come on.
Exactly. You can't go wrong.
Well, welcome. I'll
Thank
get back
you.
into, we've got some special questions for you coming up.
All right, sounds good.
And our third and final guest, Mr. Sean Wood.
Yep. No.
I knew I was going to get that out of you.
Yep.
Expect no.
I'm the concept artist on D&D, one of two, I guess. And yeah, because now I'm here to draw for you guys.
All right, well, let's get to it. We've got some news and announcements. I'll do my patter as the pens hit the paper, but why don't we get started with question number 1. As always, for folks that might be tuning in for the first time, we have a series of questions. We're going to throw it out to our artists. We're going to watch them draw and doodle, and then we'll show them up on the screen. As we go along, we'll make the final pieces also available for download later on. That's our super high budget.
That's right.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I just saw a flash on the screen as well. So.
Nothing but the best.
It was really the
here
crossfade that
Dungeons
kind
and
of put it
Doodles.
over the top.
Hey, when you have 37 cents of an art budget for your show, pull together what you can. So yeah, let's just jump into it. First question, I guess we had brainstormed a bunch of questions in advance, and I decided to just make one up regardless of that. So weird statues. Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes is coming out. Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes is coming out very quickly now at the end of May. Inside Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, it reintroduces Eidolons, which I might be horribly mispronouncing, but these are the undead spirits that inhabit and animate statues. What strange animated statues might player characters encounter in their game?
Okay.
Okay.
Right. All right, here we go.
As always, no wrong answers, just wrong art. As I've seen.
Wrong art?
I've seen you threaten to draw.
Let's look up.
Inappropriate, though.
I don't do that kind of stuff.
So again, for folks tuning in, it's our 4th Dungeons and Doodles episode. We did the first one as an experiment last December, I want to say, and managed to torment the artists here to continue for a few more episodes and even dragon folks from abroad. So Zoe Prosecco. I'm gonna.
No, that's so good. Prosecco.
Prosecco.
It's Italian. It's okay.
Zoe Prosecco, again
Yes.
from Zobo Bafuzzi Art, author illustrator of Georgia, coming out 2019, illustrator of Summer Color 2018, and of course, as mentioned, the My Little Pony Little Golden Books, which we read. Our household is a big Little Golden Book household. We've got Rainbow Dash, Reading Rain Boom, Pinkie Pie, Big Baking Bonanza, and Twilight Sparkle Best Aunt Ever. So please do follow Zoe. We should have her Twitter handle up on the screen in a little bit.
Zoe, do you have a favorite My Little Pony?
Oh, I really like.
Are you allowed to have a favorite?
I don't know. I really like Fluttershy. She's cute and she hangs out with all the forest creatures. I don't know. But I connect more, I think, with Pinkie Pie, I guess, because I'm loud and fun and eccentric, and I'm always down to have a good party time. So I don't know. I like them all, and then I also like Applejack. And can I like all of them?
Yes, you can.
Oh my goodness.
Again, just a little bit of housekeeping coming up at the end of today's episode. We're not going to cut short. We're going to go a little long today. Dice Camera Action is off this week. They ended their season last week. So the new season will be starting next Tuesday, May 1st, as always, at 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific. But we do have the
That's
new...
really fast for between seasons.
I know. We sit down with Chris Perkins. We give him the option and mention, hey, the season's wrapping up. Do you need some time to refresh, rejuvenate the dungeon master brain cells and muscles? And he says yes. And like, oh, okay. We're talking a period of a month or so. Oh, give me a week.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's Perkins.
That's yes.
He's incredible.
He is Dungeon Master Extraordinaire. So Dice Camera Action will be back next Tuesday with the start of the new season. But today we do also have the animated trailer, the updated and new animated trailer for the next season of Dice Camera Action. We're going to be debuting that at the end of the hour and Skyping in the animator himself, Mr. Caleb Wood. Name sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar. No nepotism here.
He earned it.
Yeah.
Yes, so again, question on the table right now. Mordecannon's Tome of Foes reintroduces Eidolons, the undead spirits inhabiting and animating statues. What strange animated statues might the PCs encounter? So we'll, as Zoe may or may not be aware, we run a casual ship here. We have no time limit.
You just keep going. Just keep going until you're done.
Just keep going.
Just keep drawing until you're done. Yes, there's no judging, no time, no rules whatsoever.
Right now, the entire internet may be making fun of us, but there's no
God.
rules.
No rules.
And then we do have a special My Little Pony. No, I think we shied away from the My Little Pony moniker just for legal, just to cover our legal bases.
I don't
So
blame you.
I've got a question about My Little Steeds coming up, which has nothing to do with the My Little Pony franchise. Although we have crossed the streams before. For was it for HasCon last year? We had the My Little Pony D&D Adventuring Party T-shirt.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and the My Little Pony D&D dice, which were and remain a super hot commodity here in the halls of Dungeons and Dragons. Folks that have a tin are able to trade those for, I don't know, untold riches.
Yeah, you were nice enough to give me a set of those. I
Riches.
still have them.
Oh, yeah.
I actually played with them recently.
They were all good 20s, don't they?
Oh, I had the exact opposite.
Oh, no!
I
She
was
got the-
cracking up. We were playing, it was Abyss, and I rolled so many ones. So many critical failures. I thought the dice were cursed.
Done.
Okay, so we have not implemented our pulley system, but in a future show,
I want a pneumatic too.
Okay.
we're going to do our pulley system where I can just wheel the drawings over to poor Pelham. Oh my God! Who is, as always, manning the controls and forced to run hither and yon, not just hither, to grab the drawings and get them down in the camera. So who are we? Let's showcase. Is this Stan's on the screen right now?
Let's see Stan's right now.
No, now we're on Sean's right now.
Nope.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. So, Stan, who are we looking at for?
Well, we of course we have the thinker. We got got a fighter coming up who's really not sure whether or not it's just a statue or something that's filled with an evil spirit. So he wants to know: are we fighting or what? And the statue says, "Hold on, I'm thinking."
It's pretty good.
I like it. All right.
Yeah. It's always funnier when you explain it.
And now we've got Sean's will be on the screen. Sean, what statue did you create here?
So we got the Kobold of Liberty, and it animates probably the same way it does in Ghostbusters 2.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and then the I was trying to do like a monument to Balzac crossed with an illithid, and I thought I'd come up with a clever pun at the end, and I couldn't.
But the statue still stands.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Well, no, it animates.
All right.
This is why we bring the professionals to give the show
Right.
You got
up the show.
Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
It is Michelangelo's. Is it Michelangelo or Michelangelo? Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. Yes.
Yeah.
It's David, but as a really disturbing old hag.
Aw.
It's
Which is
Michelangelo
only
Strix.
it's good
I
stuff.
was going to say
Is his name?
yeah. It's a Strix Michelangelo. Yeah, Strix David.
There you go.
Oh, very cool. All right. Well, you've survived the
Yes.
inaugural
Woo.
round of
I
the.
survived.
through.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's the hardest one, for sure.
Whew. Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, that was. I was mentioning before the show. Here's the three pieces, all up at once. In Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, we do have the Eidolons, which are the undead spirits inhabiting statues. The version in Mordenkainen's is actually inhabiting the famous first edition Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide. Player's Handbook. Gem Stealing Eye statue, which is a statue of course,
Moloch.
Moloch,
There you go.
which I was not aware of until this year.
Now you know.
Yeah, now I know. All right, should we move on to the next question?
No, you're in charge.
Okay. Am I though? Am I ever? I'm just in this chair, but in charge is not. Let's do Misspelled. This was a question. We went to the Twitter sphere asking for potential Dungeons and Doodles questions, and the amazing, not the regular, but the amazing Mazmataz had the question for Misspelled. And this one was, show us the effects of a slightly misspelled spell. So, of course, thank you to the amazing Mazmataz for the question, and Owen Stevens.
Owen Casey Stevens.
Yes, Owen Casey Stevens for generating quite a lengthy 27 list of options. So why don't we throw it out to the audience? We're going to take the first three numbers between 1 and 27 to determine which spell these. Oh boy, I haven't actually read the whole list of questions. So, all right. Okay, we've got 13, 17, and 12. The first. The first three letters coming up here. Let's do that one. So 13 and 12. Okay. Sean, We've got
Well, if you're having this much problem with it, I don't know what's going to happen here.
No, I'm trying
Try to have more of a build-up, would you?
I'm trying to translate. I'm translating the original spell into figuring out what the original spell was. So you've got chromatic orc, which is the obviously from chromatic orb.
And a black marker.
That's why you're a professional.
Oh, right, right.
Making it.
Well, the chromatic shades of gray. Some might say
no.
50
No.
or fewer. All right. Zoe, instead of speak with plants, it was
still not chromatic.
Speak with pants.
Speak with pants? Oh, I love it.
And Stan, instead of magic missiles, we have manic missiles.
Okay.
So you can thank Mazmataz and Owen.
Owen, yeah, I think I'll have some fun things to say Owen next time I see him.
So to the viewers, thank you again for the numbers coming in. We've got a big table list here. We chose 3 at random to give to our artists. For question number 2, Misspelled. Show us the effects of a very slightly misspelled spell. I think we're only 1 letter off on each of these. And so we have chromatic orc, manic missiles, and speak with pants. I can see some of these being slightly useful in your party. Just as we wait for the wonderful drawings in action, I'll kind of run through the rest of the list. We've got Blame Strike, Cone of Scold, Ire Ball, Continual Blame. I kind of like that for Continual Flame. Summon Mobster. Well, Tasha's Uncontrollable Hideous Slaughter. Wall of Lice. Mold Person. Where did Mold Person generate from?
Hold?
Oh, Hold Person. Of course. All right.
Come on, Bart. You can do better than that.
Oh, my face is red now.
That would be chromatic.
I mean, I'm just guessing, but...
No, I think you're right. Scone Shape. Stones. Polymorph Otter. Oh, these are great spells.
Well, you better save them. We can do them on another show.
No. Yeah, I won't read them all out because we will save them for another show. A couple more. Explosive Tunes for Explosive Runes. And, yeah. Shocking Grass. So yes, again, this is our episode of Dragon Plus, where we take a visual look at some of our D&D game content. Once a month, we're going to be jumping back into Dungeons and Doodles, and this was the week that we were lucky enough to grab Zoe as our guest artist in the studio. So welcome again.
Thank you. It feels good to be here. This has been so much fun.
Yeah. So how did it work out the first time? You guys were just in town visiting the offices of Wizards of the Coast?
So what's funny was I had a booth at Emerald City Comic Con, and just mind my own business, doing my thing, selling some stuff. Yeah. And Sean came up to my table and he's like, "Hey, like you do My Little Pony stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, like." This is like I was just cracking up because I had so many people come up to my table and said, "Are these real books? Like you're really good at faking the golden books." I'm like,
"Oh wow!"
I'm like, "Why would I fake them?" Like so, which was cool. So Sean came up and he's like, "Oh, that's so cool. I'm from Wizards of the Coast. You know, we've been doing stuff with Hasbro, and like he gave me the pony dice, which was super awesome."
I happen to have a set of the My Little Pony dice. Yeah. And she seemed like a deserving.
Aww.
Well, you also said I asked you if you played D&D.
Oh yes, I do play D&D.
Yes,
so
that was
in case
the key.
anyone didn't know that, yes, I do play D&D. My wonderful partner DMs, and we've been having a really good time. I think we're in, 3 or so campaigns running right now.
And you mentioned the Abyss. Are you in the Out of the Abyss campaign?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're doing Out of the Abyss, Tomb of Annihilation, Sunless Citadel.
Holy smokes!
And we want to do Strahd soon.
Oh yeah.
So it's been really fun. We have a lot of friends who've always wanted to play, but have just like kind of been waiting for the right time.
Yeah.
And so we're like, you know what, we're gonna do this. So
That's a lot of D&D.
it is a lot, but we have so much fun doing it. So.
And quite the spectrum. We've got Sunless Citadel is a pretty universal step into it module from back in 3rd edition that was converted over into 5th for Tales from the Yawning Portal. And then Tomb of Annihilation, the most recent campaign. That's Deep End and Schultz and Sararak.
Yeah,
and all that,
I already lost somebody in
Oh.
that. So I lost my Aarakocra. I mean, to be fair, like, I got a little too excited. I was like, yes, going right after the creature that we were going after, and the creature just completely annihilated me.
Oh.
I learned my lesson, so.
That's how you learn.
Exactly. Oh, I don't know where I was going with this. But yeah, Sean just said, like, hey, do you want to stop by the office sometime since you're local? And I said, yeah, why not? And I did, and it's been awesome.
Oh.
So I love this office, and it's so cool that we're so close, you know. You guys are super cool.
Wow.
Keep up the good work.
And that's why we invite you back.
Aww. I'll keep coming back.
Well,
So you know, there's wizards and coast people everywhere. We're in your cons and your panels, and we're watching you.
They're everywhere.
If you're lucky,
that's not.
you'll get My Little Pony dice.
That's
I
not.
know. That's not creepy at all.
Well, as mentioned, welcome, and we're glad to have you on the show. Next week, I will also mention, next week we will be continuing the conversation that we started last week with Jeremy Crawford. We follow, as always, Mike Merle's Happy Fun Hour, which airs Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific. We follow directly at 2 p.m. Pacific. Since Mike is working on design projects, design creativity in various fashions, Jeremy wanted to follow to kind of take a look at the continuing process. Once things are initially designed, how do they continue through the design process? In the past, obviously, this had been called more of development, and in the current nomenclature of the department, it didn't feel like that was exactly accurate to what was going on. So Jeremy came on last week to talk a little bit more about continuing design, and we'll do so next week. We had been looking at the cleric order domain from the very beginnings to the most recent form that was published in Unearthed Arcana, the most recent Unearthed Arcana PDF, and what decisions kind of go into shaping a design document.
That's awesome.
Yours is awesome.
Nope.
Yes, look at it. It's so good.
All right. Oh, Sean found a way to get some. Oh boy.
Mine too.
All right, Sean, yours is up on the screen now. What are we looking at here?
That's a wizard casting chromatic orc.
And he's
So it's an orc riding the rainbow,
yes,
you know,
and he's gonna
as I can
Like
do.
you do.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately you would want an orc rainbow as opposed to an orc riding a rainbow, I think. But
It's hard to do a chromatic orc with, as you mentioned, one
what can I
black
say?
pen.
No, it's not on the tools, it's on the artist. I take full responsibility for mailing that one in.
All right, and
I'm
we've got.
I'm working on it.
Oh, no rush at all, because right now we're looking
Keep
at.
going, Stan. Go faster. What the heck? Go.
Zoe, we're looking at yours on the screen right now. Which misspelled spell did you take a crack at here?
I had friends with pants. So I drew my Wizard Saurian from my Tomb of Annihilation campaign character, and she's having a good time hanging out with some pants and a pair of shorts. It's like the baby pants.
Halfling.
Halfling, there you go, halfling pants.
Halfling, yeah. Is that really your character?
Yes, her name's
Nice.
Anusha, yeah.
Nice, all right. Well, hey, you're in Schultz. Why not go dinosaur?
Exactly.
Saurian's old school.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like for Tomb of Annihilation, a few old school things came back, right? The Tabaxi made a resurgence.
Well, that made a resurgence in Volos.
Oh, right. And then kind of around the time we did the Extra Life Turtles, which was well received and much appreciated for everyone contributing to the DM's Guild Turtle package. And I should mention Sean Wood also had the Lost Kenku adventure for last year's Extra Life, still available on the DM's Guild. All proceeds still benefit Children's Miracle Network Hospital. So,
and if you're ever looking for one of the best monsters in D&D, the Decapus, it is in the Turtle package.
Yes, and you constantly created the Decapus as
Brought
well.
it back.
The Decapus, it always.
I think it's my favorite one I've done so far.
Its name sounds like a cartoon cat with like 10 arms, though. Snagglepuss.
You know how to make a Decapus laugh.
I think I heard this once, but I forgot the punchline. How do you make a Decapus laugh?
See if I can get it right. You use 10 tentacles, or you give it see, I messed it up. It's my.
What?
You give it 10 tickles. Get it?
10 tickles.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's all about the enunciation. I would like to take credit, but one of my players in my games, Brittany, made that, and it's pretty good.
10 tickles.
10 tickles. There you go. Now
Moving right along. Stan, we've got your misspelled spell on the screen now. What do we
Those are manic missiles.
Oh, nice.
Superman.
That's fantastic.
Zoom.
Yeah. Gonna get you.
Well, I got to say, out of the 3 spells, one of them might be actually useful in an adventure.
Yeah, but
it's probably not speak
not
with pants.
any of our
Really? That can be handy. You never know.
Just saying. All right.
It's obviously never played more of my games.
Yeah, there you go.
So why don't we move on to question number 3, which we titled "What the Hell," appropriate for this week. So
what the hell?
What the hell? In honor of Zoe's work with the Little Golden Books and the My Little Pony, we won't be drawing My Little Pony, but we will be drawing My Little Steed. So, if you could give us your Half-fiend version of a My Little Steed, so half demon, half devil type of that. And if you would like, we have a further table where we can determine the exact demon or devil.
Like, what's on there?
Barbed devil, bone devil, chain devil.
I got you. Yeah.
All right, that's a good challenge.
But didn't we have different kinds of steeds too?
I know we kind of went with dealer's choice on the actual pony unicorn.
So we're mixing a devil with a steed.
Yes, demon or devil. With a steed.
Wow.
Would you like to go to the audience for a random number?
I would.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I like the challenge.
If we could please get 3 more random numbers between 1 and 15, and we will do. This is a half demon, half devil version of My Little Steed. We've got a 9. All right, we've got 9, 5, and 15. There's the lock arc. There's always 46, not a off the chart. Sean, I'll let you choose. Do you want 9, 5, or 15?
Yeah, that's a big choice there, Bart. I'm going to have to go with 15.
Okay. This one I'm also going to mispronounce. The Yachol.
Oh, the Yakol. Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. It might be Yachol, I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, the melty wax guys.
The melty wax guy.
Okay.
My Little
That's
Steed.
fantastic.
What would that look?
Right.
So that was 15. Zoe, would you like a 5 or 9?
I'll take 9.
9 is the Chasme, the fly.
Ooh. Oh God. Okay, let's do this.
My Little Pony's got a fly. And if you need, we can always. Oh yeah. I'll pull it up here in a second.
Absolutely.
And Stan, that leaves you with number 5. Your choice: Imp or Quasit.
Wow.
Either way.
All right. I guess I'll go with the imp.
All right.
How do you spell the Yachol?
Yochlol, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
There's the Chasme.
Okay,
Is
here,
the-
let me get it in my phone so you don't have to worry about keeping the book.
What's
Big
the
ol' fly.
what's the 5e imp looking like?
you
Because
spell
I
it?
know I'll go and do 3rd edition. Everyone will yell at me.
I will yell at you.
Just a big
The
fly.
5e closet for reference.
Okay.
Looks very.
maybe it's this is-
And the 5th edition imp.
Go back to the closet. I'm going for a closet.
Always good live stream when I show you the back of the
Right.
Change your
book.
That's
answers.
right. I had a choice. I'm taking it.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, cool.
And
Sweet.
Sean, if you need the yacht
Fly
roll,
with
there you
a
go.
toupee, apparently.
It does have a toupee.
There you go.
Why does it fly have hair? Oh,
That's how you know it's a
Bristles.
it's bristles.
It's bristly hair.
All right.
Again, thank you to our participating viewers for random numbers as always. We will be going through What the Hell in honor of Zoe's work with My Little Pony and Little Golden Books. We're doing My Little Steed, and just for fun, we decided to do half demon or half devil versions. So we've got the Yachol, the Chasme. I feel like I'm mispronouncing each and every one of these. And are you going imp or closet?
Closet.
Closet. One of my favorite monsters, and I don't know why. But as with many things in D&D, I think it was the 1st edition Monster Manual illustration
That'll often do it.
that drew me in. So while our artists are drawing their answers to this question, again, just a bit of news and announcements. The current issue of Dragon Plus, issue 19, is now available with a cartoon from Stan, no less, inside the pages. As always, Dragon
No
Plus.
less and no more.
No less and no more. Free as always. It's a free app. You can download it for iOS, for Android. You can view it online at dragonmag.com. We're looking at doing a couple of other Dragon Plus projects throughout the year. We're looking to first create a compilation of some of the articles and features from last year for a sort of best of 2017 version that we will be making available in coming days. And also looking at putting together for Extra Life this year, we had mentioned The Lost Kenku, which Sean ran on the Extra Life live stream last year. We'll be doing a Dragon Plus adventure. Dragon Plus, the app, the magazine is free, but we'll probably be doing an Extra Life donation adventure coming later in the year, raising money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So look for all of that fun stuff. In The Lost Kenku, one of the donations was for I think it was a Name the Monster and Name the NPC, so I was glad to contribute to a good cause and request Quinn the Kobold.
That's not what you called him.
Quinn the Nut Puncher.
There you go.
Yeah. Based on a real-life person who, after taking him to McDonald's for a Happy Meal yesterday, celebrated by punching me again in the nut nuts. So
Someone.
Wow.
I have to feel that there's some kind of
And he's
feedback
only
loop
like-
that's not happening.
Yeah, well, it's only his 42-year-old friend, right? Is that no?
yeah, right. Yeah, Quinn's my buddy. The punching height of a 4-year-old just happens to be a really bad, bad height for dads. So, yeah. Or he hates walnut. He hates just nuts in general. It's hard to tell. But yeah, just to mention Quinn, he recently made an appearance in one of the past Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, Mordenkainen's Mayhem. He was not helping out Emmy because Emmy had the Wretched.
Right.
Who was he assigned to?
He was assigned to me.
Oh yeah.
As playing the High Commander, or Supreme High Commander of a Githyanki's.
Yes, and I should mention, if you have been following Mordenkainen's Mayhem, we now have our 2 finalists. After 6 weeks of battles,
That went by so fast.
I know.
I can't believe that we've gotten through 6 weeks already.
We did it on a bit of a lark, and we kind of talked about this in the most recent issue of Dragon Plus. We've done creature competitions in the past. We've done them online where we did a big bracket and had folks vote on which creature they would like to see advance, based on just personal preference or who you think would win in a fight. This was the first time where we actually put dice to table and saw which monsters would win in a sort of a bracket tournament battle to see who would be crowned, king of Mordenkainen's Mayhem.
Who's your money on?
Not
that we gamble here.
My money at the onset was on the Astral Dreadnought, just because it was this giant, huge creature that could eat other creatures and put it inside of its dimensional donjon. But did not get past the first round. So going into the finals, we have Ari Levitch won yesterday, defeating Kate Irwin. She had the Elder Elemental Leviathan, and his Undead Nightwalker reigns supreme. So the Nightwalker will be moving on against the Githyanki Supreme Commander.
And who's your money on?
Sean Wood.
There you go. There you go.
I have to say that because he's not only run by somebody in this room, but also by somebody in my household.
That's right.
So we don't know how it's going to work yet for that. The challenge ratings are just slightly off. The Githyanki are about challenge rating 14 or 16, and the Nightwalker's challenge rating 20. Although,
I don't need it.
Last week, the Githyanki overcame the Sibrex, who was like challenge rating 19.
A cheating Sibrex that I found later.
We had been using an earlier version of the Sibrex, which had been given max hit points as opposed to average hit points. And still, the Githyanki Supreme Commander managed to come out on top of that. So, well done, sir. How could I not root for the...
I think oh, never mind. That's what I get for thinking. I lost all train of thought.
Thought too hard, and the gasket blew.
Shelley is going to have to come in and play Quinn as my assistant. I think that's the key.
I think that'll work. Because it's not, she started with the Githyanki, she defeated Matt Warren, and then you took over while she was out on vacation. You guys are going to have to do it together, and I think that should work pretty good. All right, so we've got the first answer in for what the hell?
That's amazing.
Stop!
That's so good.
Yours is really good.
All right, Sean, what are we looking at for your My Little Steed combined with the Yachol?
Yep.
All right. Very nice and melty.
Yep, nice and melty. There's not much that you could say really. It is like a melty candlestick tree trunk. You just kind of bend it over and put a sandal on it.
Now, once it melts
there you
down,
go.
Does it continually melt, or does it like melt down like a candle? And once it's done, it's done. You know, you've got your reins connected to just a puddle of ooze.
Right. I don't know.
One of those two.
It would depend on a Constitution saving throw. I'm positive.
And Stan, what are we looking at for yours now?
I don't remember.
This is the.
That's a quasit.
My little closet.
It's a little four-legged closet. That's really all it is. Is a four-legged closet.
This is sort of like things you would never want to ride into battle.
Except.
And Zoe, you got yours.
There we go.
Now.
How amazing is this?
Oh, shucks. Awesome. Oh, my gosh. Y'all make me blush. I felt it was necessary to at least be in the style-ish.
That's right.
In the realm of if it worked in My Little Pony or My Little Steeds. I don't know with the...
It works.
With that.
So much.
There we go.
That's a winner.
And so you combined yours with the Chasme, the fly.
Like Sean said, it happened to have a toupee, which I worked with. So it had bristles on its head.
All right. Well, there you go. So if folks at home are looking for their next steed for their campaign, might we suggest a half horse half Yachol, half Quasit, or half Chasme. I guess the Chasme is kind of a Pegasus.
Really,
it's got
it's a
wings.
horsefly.
Yeah. Oh, I should have done that. Oh my God, that's such a good idea.
You did do that. What are you talking about?
We're all in physical pain
Fair. It's a horsefly.
It is a horsefly. All right. Which one do you think we should do? The Rejected Monsters or the Three Rings of Mayhem? Three Rings of Mayhem, we can have the audience pick places, or would you want to do...
We're at the mercy of you. You're at your mercy.
Did we? I think the Three Rings. I think 4 is too open. It's killing me right now to try and even think of that.
All right.
And I don't want to leave it up to you.
No. So we'll move on to our next question here. Do you guys need a break?
Like stretch the
good,
hands?
we're
I don't know. A palate cleanser?
We're good.
All right, so we're going to go on to Three Rings of Mayhem. And for this one, we do need random numbers again. So if we can get 3 more random numbers between 1 and 14. Yes, unfortunately, we're out of sorbet. We're out of, I guess, like a lemon water.
Oh, a little
cleanser,
palate cleanser.
Like Italian ice
A
with the little spoon.
boof, isn't that what they... We've got, all right.
That sounds so good.
7.
A moose spoof.
And then
Isn't that the term for like a little...
moose bouche.
Yes.
But I like the moose spoof.
Moose bouche is really more like what we get around here.
Moose booze. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, so thank you for the random numbers. We got Orc Machine, Stormageddon, and Lockark chiming in with 7, 13, and 3. So, 2 luckies and 1 unlucky number. So this was 3 Rings of Mayhem. The player characters are having a nice day at the blank when a horde of kobolds attack. What do the player characters do? What do they use as improvised weapons? So it's going to be based on
the location
that they're attacked at.
Which is
randomly generated.
Gotcha.
I'll give you the blind choice again. Would you like?
Just think about the match game theme. Remember the old game show Match Game? In fact, it's not just old, it's new. It's popular.
Everything old and new.
Oh, never mind. You people out there, you know what I'm talking about. Someone's going to go online and pull that theme song down
7,
from YouTube.
Magic number 3, or unlucky number 13.
Oh, we got to go with 13.
13. At a parade or a public celebration. So the player characters are having a nice day at the parade or public celebration.
Okay.
When a horde of kobolds attack, what do the player characters use?
I feel like it doesn't have to be kobolds, right? Just an example. Something.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The player characters are attacked at a...
Sure.
It could be kobolds. Kobolds always work.
So you're going to make me draw an entire parade. I got you. No, that's cool.
You're the professional.
In 5 minutes or less. So Zoe, that leaves you 13 is out with lucky number 7 or magic number 3.
Let's go 3.
Number 3 is a royal wedding.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
So the player characters are having a nice day at the royal wedding when a horde of monsters attacks. What do the player characters use as improvised weapons? And Stan, that leaves you with lucky number 7, the bakery.
That sounds like fun.
All right.
Player characters are having a nice day at the bakery when a horde of monsters attack. What do the player characters use as improvised weapons? The locations not selected, I'll just run through a few. Circus. I think that's where it all started.
I think it started with the circus.
We had the question was originally the circus, and we thought, well, let's just blow it out into a whole bunch of different locations, including a farmer's market, the royal wedding, zoo/aquarium, local tavern or restaurant, playhouse or theater, bakery, church or temple during services, classroom, doctor's office, a fishing boat, a library, the parade, public bath or hot spring. So there we go. We'll save some of these choices for a future future Dungeons and Doodles. So again, as mentioned, as I stall for time while our artists are busy drawing away, we'll be looking to do Dungeons and Doodles once a month on the Dragon Plus live stream. It's our live stream where we like to take kind of a more visual look at some of the content that we're putting out in the magazine and other locations, in the books and so on. And so Dungeons and Doodles seem to fit nicely in. For Dungeons and Doodles number 3, we did compile all of the answers from last time. Those are available in Dragon Plus issue 19 now in the cartoon section, along with Stan's cartoon. Just scroll down to the bottom and you can download them all. Again, this is the Drizzt celebration issue. It's 30 years since the Crystal Shard originally was published. So we were fortunate enough to speak with R.A. Salvatore and others who had been influenced by his characters and his work, and have a couple of nice interviews up in the magazine, along with much of our other content. Cover is also, I believe, a preview of his forthcoming Drizzt novel coming out later this year. So we'll look for that in bookstores in the months ahead. Again, so that means Dragon Plus issue 19 is available now. Issue 20 will be coming out later this summer in June. I think we've mentioned in past live streams that we're looking to move up the release dates for the magazines. It's every other month. It had been at the end of every other month, but we wanted to move it closer to the start of every other month. As we got to October's issue, we wanted to make sure we were sort of in advance of Halloween, and when we got to the December issue, we wanted to make sure we were actually in advance of the holidays. So when we start promoting some of the crafts and gifts, you might actually have some time to consider purchasing them as opposed to seeing what have already transpired. Mordenkainen's Mayhem, the grand finale, will take place on Monday, 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific. Sean Wood and Shelley Mazanoble, which she may or may not be aware of, but
she's in now.
She's in now, taking on.
She used to practice her Quinn voice.
Did we? Now I'm going to spring something on Sean.
No.
Sean, are you aware of the?
You be careful now.
So speaking, yeah, we're definitely interested in playing up the final match here, and in sort of the vein of the wrestlers cutting their promos. We thought we would have a promo. Now, as has been pointed out, sometimes the wrestlers, they cut a good promo and they wrestle. Sure. Some of them just prefer to wrestle, and that's where they have their manager to come in and do the wild, crazy promo alongside them.
You want me to like?
Oh, we've got a manager for you.
Okay.
On the design, on the art side. Richard Winters.
Okay.
Is going to.
Witters, but yes.
Witter. Yeah. I'm thinking of Steve Winter. Sorry, Richard Witters. Well, maybe you don't know Richard Winters. He's a totally different gentleman.
We wouldn't use Richard Winters. No, we'd never use him. He's useless. Winters, on the other hand, good man. Good man.
He's a good manager. He will be looking to cut a promo in the days ahead.
I actually did. This got mentioned over lunch, and there were 2 ideas floating around.
Yeah.
One, we do him up like Don King.
Okay.
But I was thinking there could be like a Rocky kind of feel to it, so we just put a knit cap on him because he kind of is already there anyway, and he could just be like the little the I can't remember the actor's name, but like the old man, and I can go chase around fake chickens maybe. I don't know.
Gotta catch the chicken rock. And for Ari, sort of on the design side of things, we're really going to have Kate Welch or Mike Merles. So we have to approach them about cutting a good wrestling promo. So all of that in advance of the finale of Mordenkainen's Mayhem. There's also been some requests from The losers of the recent weeks that they don't want to be done with the mayhem yet, so we're going to also organize a consolation battle royale at some point, so that the monsters who didn't make the final will still have one more chance to take the silver. They'll take the silver. No, the bronze.
Actually, we could have losing the final. Like, you get nothing.
Yeah.
You get no silver for you. We'll give that to the people who lost earlier.
We could have Witters as the guy from Rocky and Shelley as Don King. It's like no comment, none at all, huh?
That could
You know,
only
he
go
knows
wrong.
he's got to drive home with her. So
I have to look up the actor now.
Burgess Meredith. Is
Ah,
Thank you,
yes.
Burgess Meredith. Thank you so much.
sorry.
It's like
I try not to
I was trying to think
stick
of
my
his
nose
name.
in all the time.
The two roles I know him from, Rocky and Clash of the Titans. So
That's it.
that's
He was also Popeye's father in Robin Williams.
He was the Commodore.
He was the Commodore.
I will stand by that movie. That is a wildly underrated musical.
Was it Pepe or something like that too? Can't remember the name of it.
It's pronounced Popeye.
No.
Happy.
Happy.
Pappy. Yeah, me Pappy.
Yeah.
An odd choice for Robert Altman to direct the Popeye musical, but he kind of gave it his own quirky spin. That's for sure. And yeah, Clash of the Titans can't go wrong with some awesome
Greek theater.
reclamation.
Right. Also, Burgess Meredith, big from Twilight Zone, the man who.
See, I never, sadly, was. It should have been in my wheelhouse. 60s Batman.
You didn't do that? No? Oh man, I watch that all the time. Not in the 60s, but obviously. Reruns.
So we're getting close to the top of the hour. We'll be wrapping up with 3 rings. Oh, that's why we called it 3 Rings of Mayhem, because originally it was the PCs are having a nice day at the circus. We've expanded it to any number of locations, including a bakery, a royal wedding, and a parade. Immediately after the show, we're going to go a little long today and Skype in Caleb Wood to talk about his work on the new animated intro for the new upcoming season of Dice Camera Action, which will be
Super cool.
starting next week. It is cool. I've managed to watch it a few times as it came in, so yeah, excited for that. So Caleb, if you're watching, we will be jumping on Skype in a couple of minutes.
Almost there.
No
I know,
worries.
I feel so bad. We're taking
No, this is
Yeah, the time.
worth the wait. as
Maybe
always.
not so much worth the wait on this end, but you know, it always looks awesome again.
Oh my goodness. Yours looks amazing too. Oh, is that a dog?
Well, no, it's not a copyright infringement, is what it is.
Ah, right.
Please,
That's important.
please just keep saying that, and
I want to go to his wedding.
It's a similar facsimile thereof. Okay.
It's a parody, which
Yes.
apparently has legal standing. Caleb is watching. Stan, we're looking at your cartoon on the screen
yay.
now.
Yeah.
Where are the PCs having a nice
There's
day?
the bakery. So they got the fighter's got a baguette, and he's doing a crusty critical.
Crusty Critical.
Crusty critical.
And at first I wasn't sure, it was going rogue, but it turned into just for the joke, it turned into a spellcaster because she's throwing cupcake missiles.
I could go for some
Cupcake missiles.
Yeah.
Ah.
I would stand in front of that spell. So Sean, you've got your new catchphrase for Mornicannon's Mayhem.
Which is
Crusty Critical.
Crusty Critical. Nice.
Yeah.
So there's a little backstory to my image that in Waterdeep there's a yearly parade, and they have very large inflatables, and one of them is Koopy the Kobold.
Mm-hmm.
And so D&D only there, and then they use the large inflatable of Koopy to fight off the dragons.
All right, so the PCs were having a nice day at the parade. Koopy the kobold.
Yes.
All right, there you go.
Okay, I think I'm done.
All right.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Nicely done. And our third and final cartoon from Zoe. We have up on the screen. The PCs are having a nice day. Where?
They're at the royal wedding.
Aw.
So I would say the fighter has the speakers because they always have a DJ system there. The bride wanted to get in on the action and is throwing her cake. And the monk, Eric Kokra, grabbed the big box of disposable forks.
Nice.
Plastic fork attack.
Exactly, just throw them at him.
Yeah. There we go.
Gotta think fast on your feet.
No, I love it.
Right on.
There we go.
Oh, all right. Well,
Don't judge us.
on that note, I would like to say a very hearty and heartfelt thank you for participating yet again in Dungeons and Doodles.
Yay.
And Zoe, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we'd love
it was
to have
a
you.
lot of fun.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back.
Yes.
That would be fantastic. Thank you all to our viewers, although please do stay tuned. We're going to take a very, very quick break of a minute or two. Come back. I think Sean and myself will be talking to Caleb Wood about the...
Are we running the animation in front or behind?
Behind.
Okay.
We're going to talk to Caleb first, and then we'll conclude with the animation. So
Cool.
Please stick around. We'll reset here for a quick minute, bring on Caleb, and debut the intro. And we'll be right back.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm looking at the fork puns in chat. She ain't forking around.
Oh my god.
No.
There we go.
That's amazing.